What's up, comic book fans? And welcome to Comics Icons. Now, JJ, what they call me. And today, we got more Ultimate Universe. This time with issue 4 of Ultimate Black Panther. And if you guys missed any part of this series so far, then I place a card to the playlist at the top of the screen for you. And I put up a link at the end of the video as well. But when we left off with the last issue, T'Challa had teamed up with Storm and Killmonger to learn more about the secrets of Africa and what it is that Moon Knight is after. Not only that, but since he's been gone, there's been a bit of unrest in his kingdom. And we still have to find out who the traitor in Wakanda is. So if you guys are ready to find out what T'Challa does with this new information that he's learned about the world, and whether or not he can get things back right in his kingdom, yeah, you guys know what time it is. Let's get it. So this issue starts off with Okoye addressing the people of Wakanda, trying to calm their fears about their king not being there, saying that he's still on his mission and he'll be returning to them soon, but they need to remain faithful. After her speech, though, Shuri knows the truth, that Okoye still has not heard from T'Challa and just lied to all those people. But she does understand why. Even though Okoye confides in Shuri that she really does not have that same faith that she just portrayed, since it's been weeks since anyone's heard from her husband. But with everything Wakanda is going through right now, Shuri really does still have faith that her brother will return. Meanwhile, though, Shuri tells her that she needs to get her some rest while she tries to root out their spy. And that T'Challa will indeed return. They will find that assassin, and they will end Khonshu and Ra's aggression. But when Shuri leaves, Okoye does indeed decide to get some rest, and as she lays in the bed and goes to sleep, she's awakened when she feels a drop of sweat hit her face, and then she jumps up just as the assassin drops down with a blade and her narrowly escaping and grabbing a sword of her own. But as the assassin leaps at the queen, Shuri runs back in to save her and then gives chase to the unknown assassin. And side note here, I like how the assassin's costume looks like the Moon Knight uniform as we know the character in Earth 616. Just a different color and a couple different design cues, but it's very similar. But as Shuri gives chase, she follows a trail of blood left by the wounded assassin, and she tracks it to find the assassin, but when she gets close, the assassin manages to blind the princess, and then she begins to beat Shuri down as she's now defenseless. And one thing Shuri does notice from the assassin's fighting style is that she's been trained as a Dora Milaje, to which the assassin admits that yes, she once was, and that Wakanda has raised her to be a warrior, but Ra and Khonshu will make her a god, and as she raises her blade to end it all for the princess, she's struck from out of nowhere, knocking her sword out of her hand and her to the ground, followed by a voice telling the assassin that she will not harm the queen, and she will not harm his blood, as the Black Panther is revealed to have finally returned, and then he drops a device, rendering the assassin unconscious. He plans to interrogate her, but then he helps his sister Shuri back to her feet, and she's thrilled to see that he is indeed still amongst the land of the living. But then she tells T'Challa of their assassin's Dora Milaje origins, and that she spoke of Khonshu. And as T'Challa tells Shuri that he will have the Vadu Khan probe her mind, a light begins to emit from the assassin, and then her body begins to just wither away. And to me, you guys, this immediately made me think about the Vadu Khan. This kind of felt like some witchcraft, and the Vadu Khan was the last thing that T'Challa's father T'Chaka warned him about before he was killed. So I'm starting to think that they've been playing T'Challa from the beginning. And they've probably got more than one traitor too, like it might be a whole network or a cult. What do you guys think about that? But then we pick up at the Temple of Ra with both Khonshu and Ra, as Khonshu gives Ra a hard time about his assassin's failure. Although Ra doesn't really see it as a failure. Yeah, they wanted death, but he's happy with causing fear. Wakanda's strength was in its safety, but now their king is dead and there's fear amongst their ranks. They've taken their strength away from them. And although T'Challa knows their names now, he still doesn't know what they are. And he knows that they seek power, but he still doesn't understand what that power is. Plus, he still believes in his gods. And when those gods wither away, his people will lose their will. But then he decides that he's tired of playing with spies and assassins. And he tells Khonshu to get his crew together. Because at the light of the moon, it's finally time to ride on Wakanda. Meanwhile, back in Wakanda, T'Challa gets scolded by Okoye for not filling her in on his plans. As a king, he has the right to do what he wants. But as her husband, she feels that at least he owes her the respect of knowing if he's dead or alive. She had to stand in front of all of the people of Wakanda and tell them that he was away protecting them, even though she had no idea if that was actually the truth. But he tells her that he was indeed protecting Wakanda, although he admits that he should have been there to protect her from her attacker. Although she doesn't really need a protector, she can handle herself. But what she needs is to be filled in on the truth, and he agrees. So he fills her in on what he knows. That Khonshu and Ra believe that they are gods, but he knows what they want. But what they want frightens him. And now everything is about to change. He knows more about their world now, and it's time for a new circle of trust. An even smaller circle than before. So he directs her to meet him in the morning before dawn at the Temple of the Sacred Dead and tell no one where she's going. Move in silence. Don't even tell the Dora Milaje or the Vadu Khan or their spies, Foxel and Anon. Trust no one, but who she sees standing next to him. So when that next morning comes, she follows those instructions and approaches the Temple of the Sacred Dead. And when she walks in, he introduces her to the Circle of Force. Him, Shuri, Killmonger, and Storm. They are his friends and friends of Wakanda. And now, they are the only people that can be trusted. And that, my friends, is the end of the issue. So what did you guys think about this issue? And how you guys liking the series so far as a whole? Is it moving fast enough for you guys, or are you ready for things to get down to action? And who do you guys think is working with Moon Knight from within Wakanda? I want to hear all you guys' theories on this one. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video and this channel, and you'd like to support the channel, then you can do so by stopping by the Comics Icon store and picking you up some of this merchandise, including the background music heard right here in this video available for download, or by joining the Iconic Fan Club channel membership, and it'll be a link in the description to join. But with your membership, your voice will be heard during our interactive live streams with yours truly, where we could talk about everything that's been going down in these issues, as well as ones that you'd like for me to go over in the future and other comic news. Plus, you guys will get loyalty badges, member shoutouts, and up to 20% off of Comics Icon's merchandise from the Comics Icon store. And now we've got new tiers to the memberships as well, starting at just 99 cents. Or you guys can donate to the channel with a super thanks. And if you're not able to do any of that, then you can still be a tremendous help to the future of this channel by dropping a like, share, and subscribing to Comics Icons for more icons in the comic book world. But ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. I'm out. Peace.